Well, to save one person's life, you could say you're a miracle worker or you're an angel. To save two people's life is absolutely amazing, but to save seven people's lives is just unbelievable, and you can't even talk about it. But one man who can talk about it, because he's the man who did it, is David Russell. David, how are you?
Yeah, I'm fine, thank you.
Now, David, just to put things in perspective, you were homeless till fairly recently. You're deaf.
Yeah, I was homeless for about a year, going back 7 years ago. I lived on the street for a year, and that's when I become a photographer and got involved with all the homeless people, so I become like close friends with them. So basically I built a relationship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you spent a lot of time taking photographs. You made a name for yourself as a photographer recently as well.
Like the photograph? Yeah, because basically I do a lot of sunsets, and I also go around all the pubs and I do the photos for them. But that's given me like people, friends, and I've built a relationship with the community, built a relationship with the managers. So, all my pictures, what I take, and it goes onto the Facebook page, which is the Worthing Nightlife Photography. We've got about nearly 9,000 members, and last couple of months, we've reached up to 4.6 million. So my page is really building up. So that gives me something to allow me to get the community to. They know about my homeless background, and also they know that I help the homeless. So that helps me to help, like Christina with the Soup Kitchen, which is the Worthing Soup Kitchen and that. So we do a lot of advertising for food and clothes. Before I got involved with Christina, I used to go up and down the streets looking at people to find out what they need, and if they needed shoes, I'd go onto my Facebook and say, look, we need this for the homeless, shoes or clothes. And a lot of people have been so very helpful. When there's a wedding parties and like that, what they used to do, they just drop the food off onto the shelter. So when you go to the shelter, you got all these cakes, sandwiches, cold water, and it's just like amazing. Well, basically that's why my page is part of that. Making awareness about homeless people, because everybody knows I've been there. They know I've been on the street for 1 year, but I've spent 9 years on and off on the street, which I've travelled all over the country.
Now you're in Worthing. This is your home now in Worthing.
I love Worthing. Yeah, it's my home. I like the view, and I love the sunset, and the people are amazing in this.
Now, you've hit the headlines recently by saving people's lives. This is on Worthing Beach, I believe, and we're sitting at the moment in a bar just facing Worthing Beach. Tell us what happened.
Yeah, well, there's one person that contacted me up one of the shelters, and they were going through a lot of problems. They had cancer twice, and because that's infected them, so they contacted me. They need someone to talk to, because they feel like that they want to kill themselves because they've had enough now. So I went along, met up with this person, sat down and chat with them, and to find out what the problem was. And it's not only just the cancer of ourselves, and there's other cancers with the people around them. So it's really badly infected. So I've just sort of sat with them for about 4 or 5 hours. I was giving them the comfort, telling them a story about my life. When I was a child, I got abused by my mother, and from the age 2 to 4, I used to be left at home alone. And or after that, I started getting beaten, knocked about, and that's how I become deaf. So I've talked about my life experience of what I've gone through, and it seems to hit them more.
So you were sitting on the beach. So this happened more than once. But you were sitting on the beach talking to them, and what were they going to do? Were they going to drown, or what were they going to do?
One was going to take a load of tablets, because they had the tablets with them. But after I've spoken to them, they've decided that they're not going to do it now, because I've made a lot of sense in their life. So I'm still in contact with the person. They seem to be improving a lot, and she's always forever thanking me for it. The second person was a lady. She came down from Horsham. I was up by Heanes Road shelter again, and I saw this woman coming onto the prem, running down towards the sea. So I popped up, I looked, and I thought, there's something not right, because I could sense it. So I came running down towards her, and I said, "Yo, you all right?" She turned around, she said, "Just leave me, I just want to die." And I said, "Please, just have a conversation with me. Let me just have a talk. If it don't work, then you know there's not a lot I can do. But if you talk to me, I might be glad to help you. And then they gave me that opportunity. So we took them off the beach, sat on a shelter, and again to find out what the problem was. She lost her son, and it was her only son, and you know, like it sort of, it's breaking her heart, you know, and it's sort of really dragging her down. So I've explained to her. I said, you know, like, you know, when people, when we lose loved ones, and you know, it does in fact infected people. But I've explained to her that, well, when you've got to look at their part of you, they're looking down, they're feeling really down because you're feeling really down, and you know, it's like you're not letting them pass the other side of the world. So they're always going to be around you. They're all going to be sort of anxious. And, you know, it's like talking about all that sort of stuff, and also using my mind. You know, she seems to have taken it all in really good. And, you know, like, I was with her from, I think it was about 1 o'clock, and I left her about 7, 8 in the morning. But I didn't want to leave her on her own because she'd been drinking. Obviously, she's driving down from Ocean down there, and I thought, well, you know, I'll just keep her here, get her all sobered up. And so I left her at the shelter at that time on, and I went. But she was so grateful, you know, that she had somebody to talk to. Yeah. Because I've had a bad experience in my life, you know, I just feel that what I do now is very rewarding, you know, and I feel proud because, you know, I'm not just a photographer, for example, I'm a photographer, and now I've started doing art painting, which I've never done art painting in my lifetime. I used to do drawing, pencil colouring, but painting, I've never, and I feel that I've been rewarded that gift. I've come out of the homeless world, that, you know, I wasn't like somebody that's a druggie or alcoholic. You know, people know that, you know, I've come out as a good in the world.
Well, there you have it, from homeless, being deaf, and then getting yourself together and getting other people together as well and saving people's lives. That's David Russell, and good luck to him, and may he go from strength to strength. My name is Mike Mendoza for Latest TV News.